Hi, I'm Mike Walsh. I'm the CEO of the Innovation Research Lab Tomorrow and the author of the book Futurtainment. I spend most of my time on the road, traveling everywhere from sophisticated super cities to the far edges of urban development. And the reason I do that is that my core belief is that what we should be focusing on is not technology, but anthropology. So I'm a strange kind of futurist because the way I try and figure out what's going to happen next is by actually looking at what consumers today, especially in emerging markets, are doing, and especially in those markets, what kids are doing. Because I believe if you want to understand the future, the best place to start is to understand the generation that's going to occupy it. The most important science that we have to understand, whether we're in marketers or just in business in general, is the power of networks. In particular, audience networks. You see, brands today have embraced social media, but they're focusing on the wrong things. They're trying to ask themselves, how many people have liked our page today? But the really interesting question is to understand, what is the topography of your audience network? How well do you understand not how consumers are connected to you, but how they're connected to each other? So to be in business today, you have to think almost like a virologist. And that requires a total shift in thinking. Once you understand the power of networks, you really realize that big media companies today need to think like brands, and big brands need to think like media companies. And the future of advertising itself has to be entertainment. So that raises an interesting question for what's the future of the newspaper and the future of the television business. Well, for them to survive, they're going to have to focus on what they really can do best, which is collect data. And that's data about what people want to read, what they want to consume, who they are, who they're connected to. And unless they can collect that data, and if they don't stop playing this game of really just trying to charge money behind paywalls, they're going to lose out to the revolution that's coming.